I learned the secret of how to legally steal from the wealthy. That's what the oil business fucking taught me, because that whole fucking deal is nothing but a scam. All of the oil well drillings, as soon as I found out that the oil operator guy that was going to drill the wells, what they were doing, I gave all of my investors their money back because of "Thou shalt not steal" kept echoing through my brain. And I didn't even know God yet, but I still know this isn't fucking right because I found out that he was intentionally drilling a dry hole. No matter what, if
Yeah,
they
but there
get,
was at some point you were probably like most of us. You were just, well, you, you were broken at some point, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
oh
And
yeah, dude, this is where, at the time I was
once
all
you
into
realize
the,
that you're a sinner, you know what I mean. And
yeah,
you were convicted. You were convicted of sin. You know what I mean.
absolutely, man. You believe me, the Lord, thankfully, like I said, I was making tons of money, dude. And
Of
even
good and
after I
wrong. You
gave
know what I mean.
yeah, even after I gave everybody their, I took home over 3.5 million in 2008. I took home over 3.5 million in 2008. I could, and I didn't have to give back anybody shit because of the contract they signed. So that's why, you know what I mean? I learned how to legally steal from people that should know better, is what it boils down to in this fucked up corrupt legal system.
I mean,
So
there's
yeah,
atheists that have the. I ain't. There's nobody saying you can't have morals. You know what I mean. There's
well,
atheists that have morals. You know.
I believe that the devil was rolling out the red carpet for me, dude.
But their conscience is, does what from them knowing what's right from wrong directly comes from God, whether they admit it or not.
Just telling you, man. If you would have asked me at the time, how's your relationship with God, Brandon? Oh man, Jesus is my buddy. He hooks me up, man. I got all this money and all these bitches. Me and Jesus are good. He blesses me.
So I got saved at a young age. So I mean, I never, it's a little bit fascinating to me. I don't know if fascinating is the right word, but just hearing the stories from people that got saved when they're older. But
Yep.
maybe you wouldn't never really was exposed to the Bible or anything when you're young. You know what I mean? So
Not at
that's
all.
understandable. That's
We had
understandable,
an
man.
open, yeah, we had an open door policy with Satan at my house.
A
My mom and my grandma and all of that, they were all total new age witches.
lot
Straight
of people
up.
say, it took a lot of times for me hearing this. Now, I didn't have, the first time I heard it, I knew, yeah, I'm guilty.
Mm,
Yep, I'm guilty.
yeah. But yeah, how it worked for me though is that, I realized that everything that I believed was bullshit. And I cried out for the Lord that, please, Lord, show me the truth. I want to know the truth and I want to know you. Because I believe that all this law of attraction and positive thinking and all of this self help crap that I've been buying is all bullshit. And then, over the next couple of weeks, the King James Bible comes into my life and it changed everything because he's got a pathetic fucking life. Oh, here's my
Hey,
favorite
Brandon,
band.
what makes my life pathetic? What makes my life pathetic? Go ahead and tell me.
I don't know, just your behavior. The fact that,
No, 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 no. You said my life is pathetic. My behavior has nothing to do with that. So are you retarded and you don't realize what you said? I asked you to justify you saying my life was pathetic. What makes it pathetic?
Smokey,
um,
Don't
can you
say
let
my
Buddy chime in?
behavior. I mean,
He's
my
still back
behavior
there.
has nothing to
Sorry.
do with that. I mean, behavior has nothing to do with that. You
oh
said my
yeah,
life was
your
pathetic.
behavior
So
is
what
a
makes it pathetic? Do you know how to make a connected argument? Do you know what a non sequitur
no,
is?
I
Have you heard
don't,
that before?
Smokey. Why don't
Yeah,
you
you're
teach
retarded,
me the
right? You really
right
don't know
word?
shit about anything, do you? You come in these rooms running your fucking mouth. You know what's pathetic? private interpretations where you think you're some sort of special fucking hot shit because of your contract lens and your legal lens of scripture, and this is how it really should be seen. This is the meat. This is where you're really getting into it. You sound like a fucking idiot. You really do. Anyone with any sense, you sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist nut job. You do. You sound like you're just kind of cooking up your own little brand of Christianity because Brandon's so fucking special. Look, God came to me and showed this to me, and the KJV only is the way to go, and I can't defend it, but it's the way to go. I don't really know it, but it's the way to go.
That's
and we need to have this legal lens and scripture. Scripture, if you really want to get the meat out of it, you need to got to look at the legal lens. You sound like a fucking idiot. You really do.
Okay, thank you.
And you came up with something that's just, well, I want you to defend your fucking words, you rodent. What makes my life pathetic? Go ahead, tell me. Do I need to go be a parasite in other people's environments to try and get some attention because I can't get any on my own? Because I'm a worthless, brain dead. I'm a worthless. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. A worthless, brain dead little rodent that can only use ChatGPT. Why don't you just let ChatGPT run your life? Why don't you just how to do everything? Really? I mean, why do you make any decisions at all? I mean, you let it decide. You let it teach you your theology.
Smart.
You let it. You load it with bias. You load it with bias, and then accept what it says. Why don't you let it choose the rest of your decisions too? Tell you how to drive. Maybe it can tell you how to finally build that fucking house so you can stop being trailer trash.
Maybe it can fucking help me.
Maybe
maybe we can figure out how to get your head out of your ass from ChatGPT. How's that?
You just, even after I leave, you can't stop running your fucking mouth about me. You really can't. And you lied again. You're such a liar. You're such a dishonest rat because I let you run your mouth for 30 minutes about me before I came in, and you wouldn't even let me finish 1 minute of talking. That's what happened. And you're even doing it here again. I left again. I let you run your mouth for another 30 minutes or so. And even now you can't even give me 2 minutes.
I know.
Can't even give me 2 minutes because you're a coward. You really do act like a woman, dude. You act absolutely like a fucking woman. You are full of emotion and you absolutely cannot control yourself. You really can't. Okay. I seriously, I sit back there and I let you talk for 30 minutes. I did this to make a point because I come in after letting you talk for many, many minutes, let it get you all out, and you still run your fucking mouth about me nonstop. I come in here to respond for 2 minutes. You can't even let me do it. That shows you're a fucking joke.